anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants 7, Chargers 0.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. It's second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, L.A.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Motion man is Johnston. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run the sneak, and he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Throwing right, that's Johnston. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game. Like, I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal.
At the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
To throw, it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
That is caught.
Herbert's pass. Complete to number 13.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
The Giants offense going to take over now for the second time. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
That's good for a Giants first down.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
To throw, it's Dart on first and 10. He takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll work now on second and 4. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Give him 14 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
That's good for a Giants.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
Giants first
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Room to run again. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A big play for the Giants. 35 yards.
New York Giants. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll take this one in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Chargers, nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is Hassan Haskins to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense ready for their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And the strength on display rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Disley is the man in motion. On second down, a run with Hampton. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
And And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. Dart gonna hold on to it himself. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a New York Giant. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
On the ground, here's Tracy. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Dart gonna throw here on second down. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
Jamie Gillen in punt formation for the Giants.
So after 1, 14-0 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. This fielded inside the 35. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. And nothing has come from these first 2 drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. From the 35, it's first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. The right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll work forward for a couple. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Now Herbert. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He'll get across the 20, knock him down at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dart. He'll step up and run this. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of the guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
That's good for a New York Giant.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
On first down, Dart. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On first down, it's Hampton. He'll get about 2. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Here comes Hampton on the toss right. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Cordell Flott is there on the tackle.
A gain of 2 yards.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. That is a big play for LA. 41 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
He's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal, now it's from the 6-yard line. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. They'll try to run. And he will power his way into the end zone. Hassan Haskins. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Dicker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Olszewski now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Dayon Henley there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good runner. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
On 2nd down, Dart. He'll step up and run, and he's into the end zone. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chargers.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Herbert now on first down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
That one is complete, and he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Gain of 7.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. And the Chargers have the first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Disley is the man in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on third down. to the goal line and in. Pat McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will even the score. It's now 21 all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Dart. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me, picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart, he'll run again. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. And he's close to another 1st down as it's brought down just shy of the marker. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime.
42-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From 6 yards out, It's 1st and goal. To the air again goes Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Tuli Tuipulotu getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
At the 12-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Haskins now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. McConkey in motion. On the ground, Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
It is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. To the middle of the field. He's got Johnston. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing. Dart. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
12 yards.
It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Giants.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He takes off. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Dart going to throw it up in trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And that is incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. No play fake. Herbert. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Brian Burns. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Chargers get set to kick it away, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. On the return, Olszewski. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
He keeps it himself. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the Giants 1st down. They needed 3. They got 6. Enough for the 4th down conversion.
That's another New York Giants.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here. They leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up 1st and goal.
There he goes, and he will score! Jackson Dart, touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, Giants.
And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Gano on to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants go up by 7, 28-21. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return, here comes Davis. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 31, here is second down and 7. Herbert out quick to Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 17
yards. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Charger first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the gun, it's Herbert. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Rolling to the left. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
So now, fourth down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers.
A 54-yard attempt.
This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. On first down, Dart. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
It's a gain of 5.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Giants first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
On second down, Dart. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of shotgun. It's Dart taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The Giants sending out their punter. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Give, and here comes Hampton. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On play action, now Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. 1st down, L.A.
And the Chargers 1st down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Disley is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
To throw, it's Herbert. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. It's Hampton. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. They'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Hampton will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, LA.
A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Olszewski now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. On the give, it's Tracy. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Tyrone Tracy, the ball carrier. Dante Jackson on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Throwing is Dart. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. 14 on the pickup. First down,
It's a gain
Giants.
of 14 yards. That's good for a New York Giant. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Dart. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line.
It's
a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. Good running inside the 25. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 6-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
Giants. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Scatterboo. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
To the air on second down. Dart. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. He'll try and get there on the ground. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Tracy will take this in for a Giants touchdown. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now, Gano for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Giants will go up by 7.
Makes the score Giants 35, Chargers 28.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Davis now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Disley is the man in motion. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Chargers have the first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On first down, Herbert. Now, A deep shot for Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it'll be second down. Shotgun now for Herbert. To the middle of the field. He's got Johnston. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here we go. Third and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have the Chargers first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
First down.
They knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these 4th and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate first downs on 4th down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have-it moments. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. To throw is Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Now it's Herbert. Now a deep shot for Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. It'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
1st and 10.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Forced to his right. He'll take off again. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Dart. Open man, that's Slayton. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Second and 11. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll look underneath here for Hampton. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.